Hello, family. Welcome to Thoughts from an Old Head. This is my first time being on this platform. I talk to my family and my kids and stuff and my grandkids. My grandkids said, Pop, you got so much wisdom, why don't you put it on and tell the world? I said, shoot, what can it hurt? My father of many kids, father of 6, 15. I'm lost count of these grandkids. One great grand. Born and raised in Philly. Lived in many different states. But I've always come back home to Philly, where it started and where it's going to end at. I'm 58. Thoughts from an old head today. Let's start out from the overall look. Listen, first off, Cowboys play Eagles today. And this is my 50th year being a Cowboys fan. Don't leave. I know some of y'all just said, I'm getting out of here. Don't do that. Because we got some major stuff to talk about. But my team sucked. We lost our quarterback and CD's not playing. So I'm not chalking up. I'm hoping we get an L so we can get a better draft pick for next year. If I'm here, God willing, we should be in position because we got like 10 picks next year. And we got mad money and free agency money. Cat money anyway, but we got to pay Michael Parsons, so that's a whole nother story. Yes, so that's one of my passions and things that keeps me grounded, keeps me going for the last 50 years is football. Used to be other sports, but just mainly 24/7, 365, even draft time, and I love football. I love my team. It's the greatest thing, for an example of we can still get along no matter what race, ideology, rich, poor. That's the only thing, sports, that brings us all together. And it's sad. It's a metaphor. It's an example for the world to see that. Come on, man. We can get along for that. I mean, we dislike each other. We come together on our teams. It's like a gang thing, you know. They come into your territory and you see the fights breaking out in the stands. That's just because too much alcohol, but it's just the passion that we have because, especially as men, like certain outlets we don't even have. You know, we got, sometimes you get home from work or whatever, dealing with the family, kids, you just look forward to that Monday, Sunday night football when your team play or whatever all day long because they know, like the borders has been set up. This is my time to scream at the TV, to not think about nothing about bills, people sick, hurt, borrow money, bills to pay, any of that. They know just to leave you alone, and that's why you get a man cave. I'm in mine now. See that in the background? I hope y'all can see all that. Yeah, that's all my stuff on the wall. Even got a Poe jersey. Anyway, I can get this thing so that glare don't get in your face, bother you. So anyway, the most important thing is having that time as a man, as a father, caregiver, all those things. You need those. Some people say go to church and all that stuff. That's cool. I did that early on in my life. I'm not falling for that no more. You need an outlet. You need something to draw your attention away from other things so you can decompress. And it helps. It helps. And then it's like everybody gets sad on Sunday nights after football's over. It's like, dang it, gotta go back to work. Depending on it. Now, if you like, this is the one thing I do know, and this is one of the major thoughts from an old head. If you do, which is true, if you do what you like doing, because you like doing it, you'll always be happy going to work. You won't be happy what you run into, but it's not a stress or strain. You're not on Indeed. I've been in the same field in the janitorial industry for 26, it's going on 27 years. Been in management, this is my 20th year as a manager, some form of management in there for 20 years. And it was just different. It's different now that you have to, go into work. And I've always had to go because I wanted to get the money. And started out, when I started in this industry, I think I was making like $6, $7 an hour or something like that. To a lot larger, 32, 33 now. But it took a while to build that up. But my point is, it wasn't something I liked to do. It was just something at the time that was easiest for me to move in that space. And then I just jumped into the management. I did floors for a couple of years, and I was like, man, this ain't paying anything. And I watched what the supervisors do and the managers do. Man, I can do that delegation and understanding the policies and procedures and all that other stuff. I can do that. And I've just been riding that train. And you go from one thing to another. Because if you're the type of person that just wants to do your work and go home, management is not for you. But if you have a caring kind of ability to, say if you're the type of person, people say, you always got good advice for everybody else and none for yourself, you'll be a good manager. That's just my opinion. Because you're able to see the good in your staff and the people that make you keep you working. And it'll always, as long as they're happy, you'll keep your job. Learned all that. Took many years, man, many mistakes. But you learn that. And I realized that. So it's every day is different in that industry, but it's cool. But let me get back to what I was going with it, because when you're old head, stuff goes in and then it goes out. But it's okay. It's okay. The main thought is making sure that all of us understand that this is choices that we make in our life. Every day. And everybody's so hyped to hold everybody accountable for every little thing they do. But we're all human. And we all go, shit, 50-50 every day. You get up, you open your eyes, you go, okay. You can start making choices. What am I wear? Brush my teeth. All right, am I going to work today? No. Am I going to wear this? Do I need to apply to that new job? Or am I going to get the car fixed? Oh, man, this is due. And I promise to take my wife out today. And everything's a choice every day. And we hold each other so, like, AI-ish. Like, AI is not going to make a mistake. If we make a mistake and we go crazy over it. And living example of that. And it took me many years to realize that it's the choices you make. Not, like, you can't put things on other people and say they made you do it. Now, your reaction to certain people is different, but you can't put stuff. You got to be able to understand it's the choices I make. So when I talk to my grandkids, they're my kids, but they basically grown and know what they're doing. Don't know what they're doing, but for better insight of how life works. and like a father and different things. Being a father took me many years to learn a lot of these things. Teach your kids to survive, to make it out here. And it's mom's job to teach them about the love part and caring part and showing them the things and how to move and within your feelings, because there's so many people can't handle their feelings today. Guys are shooting girls because they break up with them. That's crazy to me. Bro, that is so crazy to me. Man, OG done had a few women in my life. Scott LaRock ain't had nothing on me, for real. That's no cap, no game, no none of that. And in that space, at the time, there's different levels to everything. But at that time, before I got married, I've been married now. I've been with my wife 20 years. But within that time before that, I'm not getting mad. A girl want to break up and cheat on me? I was going to go knock your girlfriend off to get back at you. That's it. Or she might call her brother and I talk shit to him on the phone, or we might throw hands a little bit. But that's it. I'm going. I'm out. I'm not trying to shoot you. These guys are shooting women. This is crazy, man. That's why I talk to my sons and find out where their temperature's at and about relationships. And, bro, I'd say it to the end of my earth. I'm not an advocate for marriage. And I've been married for a while now. I tell my boys, don't get married. Don't do that. Dad, you married. Why you say that? Because I'm just telling you. We got so colonized with this country about certain things and things that they say is what normal, what we should do. It's cool to have rules and laws, but everybody's household and every man's background is different. So what I call love and what I call sex should be different, but some people it's the same. So you gonna marry this person because they gave you some bomb ass coochie, or he hit it from tore it up or whatever off of feelings, and then once you get that out the way and y'all can't have a conversation afterwards, you wonder why you tripping and why he in the bushes with a flashlight watching you, taking you to work, dropping you off. After y'all got married, he killed the girl. I seen that thing the other day. He proposed to her, they married her. 3 months later, he killed her. What the fuck? See? And that's just the way this generation is. That's just, these young people, young guys are in their feelings, bro. Like, that's crazy to me. And as you'll see, because this is my first time doing this and I keep doing it till I get better at whatever. But I'm speaking me, so I don't try to apologize or adjust it. I'll go all over the place, different subjects, because like my grandson said, Papa, you got a lot of good, positive things to say. And I think God would want you to tell everybody, not just us. And I said, okay, because I made it through a lot of things in my life. I try to speak it, talk about it, because I come from a generation. I was born in '66 in Logan. I was born in North Philly, but raised in Logan. My mom, in every generation, what happens in your house, stay in your house. So you don't talk about a lot of things. Very private, very personal. My mom couldn't move in this internet age. She wouldn't be able to go, what? I remember I trying to teach her how to use the cell phone. She was like, get that thing out of here. God bless her. She lived to be 90. She just passed in 2020. She lived to be 90. COVID got my mama, but God got her now, so I'm not worried about that. And I miss her so much. Sometimes you just go, I just want to pick up the phone and say, Mom, don't get me started. Y'all have grown men, old head on here crying. So when you're old, you got to rewind shit and go, where was I just at? Where was I at? about life and being a certain age and having different many girls and your feelings. Guys, come on, man. Getting married, that's where I was at. I don't get married. Don't do that. Because you lock yourself into a certain set of rules that you're not going to be able to hold up. It's just impossible because we're human. We're going to make mistakes. So, because civilization in this world, this country, who lied to us since the inception about everything, we're going to trust that, okay, yeah, this is what you're supposed to do. A man's supposed to marry another woman, and they're supposed to have kids and pay your taxes and all so crazy stuff. And we think, okay, because it's free and easy, and I love her. Well, love is not the only ingredient you need today to get married. We spend more time investigating the car we want to buy, background checking that, than we do the person we want to spend the rest of our life with. I'm going to say it again for the people back there. We spend more time investigating our car, the house we want, the neighborhood we want, the team we want to follow. We do all that investigating before we investigate the person that we truly want to spend the rest of our life with. We think anyway. And you got to know what that means. The other major point is you never know a person till you live with them. Remember that. Go out on dates. I'm at my best behavior. It's like an interview. I'm wearing my good shit, talking good shit, and open up doors and baby this and love you that, and not so necessarily that, but just on my best game. Because it's always been game for me with women. Always. I ran game. Game was I was gonna get her, and but I got married, and that's a whole nother story. I'll tell y'all another time. But and I love my wife, but it's just setting yourself up to be boxed into a corner that us men, so fragile, we can't handle all that stress like that. So you lock yourself up. My cat calling me. Go to bed, Missy. Crazy cat. Missy, go to bed. She stay calling me. Anyway, that's when you talk to the cat when the rest of the house is asleep. Well, they ain't asleep. They up there watching cable or whatever they doing in each of the rooms. My grandson is here. My youngest son lives here. And my wife's upstairs. So I got up. My head was hurting, so I got up. I said, I'm going to listen to him try this YouTube thing. I watch it a lot, but never thought I'd put some content out here, is what they call it. But again, marriage, I'm against it. Don't do it. Don't do it. We were raised to be independent thinkers. Think like this, do like that, move like this. Like my mom was telling me, I'm not raising no husbands, I'm raising bachelors. And what she meant by that is you're going to learn how to cook, clean, take care of yourself, hygiene, finance, handle your money. And her idea was finance was put your money in and hide it somewhere in the house. She used to always keep hers up in a change purse in her breast. That was the bank. But anyway. But yeah, it's you're taught all those things. And then you meet another person. And then the Bible or the church or whoever it is tells you y'all supposed to be as one. How the fuck two people gonna think as one? Excuse my language. Huh? First of all, I don't really know you, but I think I know you because we be getting it in. And this, that, and the third. When we go out, we have fun, we laugh and giggle. She go to her place, I go to mine. And then once in a while, I let her stay the night. She let me stay the night. And I got little glimpse of who she really is. But all the time, all right, baby, I got to go. We don't talk that much. When we do talk, little things about her I don't like. But I ain't gonna say nothing because, nah, the coochie good. Or she say, I like him. Certain things I don't like. He loud, he controlling. But the nigga be knocking my back out. That type of shit. So when that crazy dude, you know he crazy, just got out of penitentiary, get on one knee in front of your family, and you go, oh shit. You hold your face. You do all that dumb shit. You can't say no. No one, that is great, but here go these women. I'm gonna fix him. Dude just did 17 years. You gonna fix him? But this is where we at. This is where we at. So that's me. I'm not, never. I think you should have friends. Always have friends. But don't be locked into some law-abiding agreement that we gotta think it's one I'm married to her and she has my last name, so I own her and he owns me. And it's a recipe for disaster, as we see. And then they telling you who you can marry. I'm not an advocate of what people do, like homosexual and all that stuff. That's your business. If you want to marry another man, that's your business. That's fine. We can't tell people who to love. That's your business. If you want to wear women's clothes or whatever, you want to be a girl and act like a dude, that's fine, because these are the things that my life is my life, and we get to be in other people's business. And I think that's just to where we are as a society. Like, we want to be enclosed into people and hold them accountable for things, and we don't take in the full picture of where they come from. Look at Puffy. Come on, man. Everything mistake we make as black folks is magnified 1,000, a million, and one times. Because everybody, I'm gonna say it again, everybody is so jealous of his life that he has. And I wish I had that kind of money and lived that type of lifestyle. So when those people make spectacular mistakes, or if they do or not, if they're not set up or whatever, we jump on the bandwagon. Oh, Puffy this, Puffy that, R. Kelly this, R. Kelly that. Michael Jackson this, Michael Jackson. Bill Cosby. Just look at it. Look at all this stuff. Malcolm X this. Martin Luther King that. Come on, y'all. It's a pattern that we fall for. But as hating ass black folks, we go, yup, that used to be my dog. I got a buddy arguing with me. I don't even play R. Kelly music. Why? His music ain't do nothing to you, dumbass. You can't believe everything people trump up to say. How many of these guys are coming out of prison doing? I did 20 years and found out he was wrongfully accused. They could be wrong. All these billionaire black folks is getting knocked off. Look at that. Just pay attention to that, because in the end, they want you or want what you got, or want to silence you. They're going to do by any means necessary. They killed Martin Luther King from a sniper. They killed Malcolm X from an assassin. How you think they killed Michael Jackson? You think that doctor just was a regular? Come on, man. Pay attention. Just pay attention. This shit is not a game. So, again, I've said a lot. Just I feel like as a black man, you gotta today, I'm 58 years old, express to these young people what your opinion about life. And nobody did that for me when I was growing up. Me and my homies, we raised each other, streets of Philly and Logan. I love them to death. We still friends today. A lot of them that's still living. But we ain't no dad. I had a dad, but he wasn't like that. So that's another day. A story for another day. So I appreciate all you guys. This is thoughts from my old head. Just want to sign off by saying, listen, man, remember your thoughts and love each other no matter what. It's free. All right, y'all. God bless.